the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 29, Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Goff on target to Hockenson for a Lion first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production means they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff
rolling to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. And they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jamison Williams,
48 yards.
And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Off play action. Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Throwing now is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 88 yards. And the Bills are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon, a player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Ball at the 23, second and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Goff. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. On fourth down, Goff.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have the Lions first down on a well-designed play there. That gets them 16 to move the chains. Goff, a handoff here to Swift.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Swift. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll try it now with Swift. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Allen now on first down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Dancing to his left.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. After the interception, here's Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
And the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a hit. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Gone. To Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, 26 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it. So they try for two, successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Lions.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 73 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
When you said jumbled, they were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try to get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown. Dawson Knox in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. A final shot before half for Allen. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with his 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Goff now looking to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
From the 25 on second down, Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are in for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much up.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
Goff looking to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
McKenzie now from his end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Isaiah McKenzie.
And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep.
And now here's another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles,
No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And some space here.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much right after the catch.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They will run it with Swift here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift taking it in for 4 yards out. And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On second and 10, Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. And he's going to go down again. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Allen being chased out left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? From the gun, it's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Moss taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills are in for 6. Fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And a fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and
this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time.
And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference.
And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception, and quick change in the situation here. Here's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. There's Goff. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Rolling to his right. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one...
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Lions will take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now Goff on 1st down. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. A for Detroit. And even 60 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his second touchdown of the night. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got him in, complete. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. A big gain there for the Bills. 49 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now Allen steps away to his left. And this will be caught with taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here, the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Yeah, throw my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we don't to ride nobody wave, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
Trust, we ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with your leash. Where's the love in the streets? Put my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene with on my pockets. We need my DNA and baby for lunch. But we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gonna know the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous. You know what's up? You know what's up? You know pretend. You know that lie. We don't be gang. You know what's up?
We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in the coast, I'ma get crazy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Sharek, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Ushu Benton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine, I'm Tony Montana.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Right to the air is Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the end around with Robinson. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. One, but incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for the Bengals TD. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hand.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's got daylight. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And that is
is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that two-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
Now Stafford.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Burrow.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And 10 yards to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
11. Gotta go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, now they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Burrow. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the...
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Taylor Rapp with a pick.
And the Rams are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play.